Okay, so let me share my screen. Good morning, all of you. Am I audible? Can anyone please confirm from online? Thank you. Okay, so let's get started now. Okay, let's move to concepts. Day 10. Let's discuss provisioners. Okay, provisioners concept is important, guys. Yeah, nice, Kiran Kumar. Thanks. Okay, so okay, most of the students already completed project through Terraform. That's great. So every day you can do something with the Terraform along with the regular concept plus do some activity. So Terraform is all about practice, guys. Okay. In interview, they may ask some concept like explain dependency block, what is the use, explain data source block, what is the use, kind of questions. But practice is very important. The reason interview is okay for entry level to get a job and all. But once you place any project, once you select for any project, you are the person to handle the Terraform. So not for interview, you can handle the job also easily. And Terraform is mandatory skill set. Definitely, you are the person alone can handle these tasks. Understand? Yeah. So prepare well. These concepts all about practice. I will take the concepts little advanced level also. These are the regular concepts. As 80 to 90% we can cover. And let's move to the after this some advanced level concepts. How to configure multiple SG roles, how to configure first module call by child module, how to configure many environments, how to configure many accounts, and all we can, as per the real environment process, we can discuss. Clear, na? Okay. Okay, provisioners. We have a three type of provisioners, guys. We have a three type of provisioners. Three types of provisioners. One is local execution. Three type of provisioners. Local exec. Local execution, remote exec, file provisioner, and null resource also. Okay. So null resource, just we'll discuss after discuss the local execution, remote execution, file execution. Okay. So what is the use of local execution and remote execution and file provisioner and null resource? Local execution means if you run Terraform apply, something, if you run something here, that will be run inside your local from where the Terraform is executing. For example, let's discuss here. This is my laptop. Okay. So this is a server. So here I have a one file.txt. Okay. If you want to copy paste this file into ECT inside, this is file provisioner. File provisioner. Clear now? Next. So my end, there is a script. My end, there is some script. For example, file touch file one. Yeah. If I want to create a file inside the server, this is remote execution. I'm creating touch file command into where? Here. So remote inside, I'm running this command, not inside local. So remote. Clear now? Okay. So same thing, I'm giving touch file to local. So definitely there is a small confusion here, but I'll try to explain in detail way. Okay. So this file will create into local only. When you run a Terraform apply, this activity, for example, local, how to explain here, this activity will complete, for example, after complete this activity, one file will create here locally, or it will print this server output into local, or this server logs can print into local. So you can see local laptop, not server inside. Clear now? Okay. Let's take some examples you can understand. Okay, practically. So guys, here three provisioners are there. Provisioners. Let's check it once. Local execution. Not coming. Let's go on check now. So I hope you are utilizing mock entry platform, right? Is it good? So please utilize that platform, guys. I requested to management to give DevOps team also. They're supposed to give only Java Python students. If you're not utilize what they're expecting, they may cancel the subscription again. So please utilize everyone. Doesn't matter whether you answered well or not. It's a practice only. It's all about practice. So please understand everyone. Utilize that. If you're unable to answer single question also, no issues. It's a practice. Next time, definitely you can answer single question. Next time, two questions, three questions, all about practice. Make yourself ready for the actual interview. This is not actual interview, right? So don't disappoint. Definitely challenges will be there. Hmm? So please prepare. So try to give mock interviews now. Okay. Provisioners. So guys, I'll copy paste this code directly. You can easily understand anyway. So first provider block, you can separately create provider.tf or keep it in the same also. This is what guys now? Key pair. Creating a key pair. What about others? Holiday today. Hmm? What happened to offline team? Why strength is less today? Monday vibes, huh? Monday also vibes are there. I don't know. Weekend vibes, okay. Movie. What about Monday? Monday vibes. Friday vibes. Hmm? Puja in Homa. Oh, today puja? Okay, maybe. Okay, I can understand. So key pair, resource block here key pair, creating a key pair by giving which key? My key. Okay, this is fine. Next is what? You know VPC creation, subnet creation, internet gateway, route table, associate, SG groups, and here and all you know, right? Okay, next is what? Instance also you know, all you know. But here the thing is, till here you know everything. Okay, let's focus on now. Tell me guys, if I want to perform remote execution means what? For example, if I ask you to create a one file inside the server, it's a remote execution only, right? Your end server is not available, right? You can connect the server and run any command, any user data script, any shell script. You can run, right or not? Same now, Terraform is doing this activity, right or not? Terraform is doing this activity behalf of you. Remote execution means what? Whatever script you are adding into the remote execution inside, that will perform into where? Remote server inside, not laptop, right? In that case, definitely my Terraform should connect the server or not, should log in the server or not. In this case, we should write a connect block. Connect block means what here? SSH connect block only. To connect server, what and all required? Private key, host information, secret group, something we should enable, and 22 port number, right? SSH-I key ESUT-user @ private IP. Now you can see instance creating fine. Next is what this is? Connection block. Clear na? So this is maybe I'm taking Ubuntu user means it's Ubuntu AMI. Understand? If it is Amazon Linux, ESUT-user. Type is what? User is what? Private key should give or not? Host is what? Public IP, right? Self.public IP also fine, or AWS_instance.server.public IP also fine, or write output blocks, call output block here also fine, right or not? So self means here same resource block inside is their connection. It's not a separate resource block. Self means here this server, this it will be represent this resource block. So you no need to mention AWS_instance server, or you can mention also, no problem. Okay. So which provisioner this is? File provisioner. File provisioner is what? Copy the file from local, paste it into server inside. In that case, first connection should be there or not? Connect, and where exactly I'm going to paste destination home Ubuntu inside file 10. In this case, file 10 should be exist into local, right or not? File 10. So you can add file provisioner, something content. Clear na? Okay. So this is provisioner is what? File provisioner. If you can add here local execution, local, if you give exec, this is local provisioner. If you give remote exec, this is remote provisioner. Clear na? Yeah. Next. File 10 only, right? Okay. Next. What about this one? Remote execution. How remote execution will work? Same provisioner block inside, you can write a remote execution only. See, inline means running a script into where? Touch home Ubuntu inside file 200 should create. And echo, print something here into where? File 200 file inside. This is for what? Remote provisioner. Clear na? Next is what? local provisioner. Let me comment this line. Okay. Yeah. So now you can see local provisioner is what? Local exec. Create a file into here. See, I can explain the use case. Just what is what, how it will work, first we can understand. Then we can go for use case. Okay. So remote execution inside file 200 will create and update this content. Local execution inside one file will create here. And file provisioner is what? This file will copy into the remote. Clear na? 3 provisioners. After an Terraform apply here, any file will create? Yes. Local execution will create. Next. After create a server, file provisioner will work. Remote provisioner will work. Local provisioner also will work. Clear na? Okay. Let's run Terraform in it. Keys should be configured, right? Carefully observe here. It's important one. Oh, keys should configure clear na guys. I will explain project here, don't worry. Just I have given task to you. But if you learn by yourself, definitely you can remember always the concept. That's what the intention. What is the error here? Okay. Invalid function argument, right? Let's go to, okay, here ed255 key, right? Okay, no worries. Control C. My end RSA key is not there. ed255 key is there. So let's change this. Connection block. Private or public here? Private. What about here? Private or public? Public. Same name, right? ed255. Yeah. Let's run Terraform plan. So internet gateway creating, keeper is creating, route table, association, security group, and subnets, VPC, 8 resources are creating. Let's understand one thing here. I can see security group, I can see route table, I can see internet gateway, and instance information, but I couldn't find anything irrespective of the provisioners blocks, right? Why? No, it's not about apply. I'm see here. I couldn't see here. This is working, this is working, this is working. The reason these three are under which resource blocks? Instance resource block only, one resource only. System can track till here only. These and all Terraform is not tracking. These are not resource blocks, right? So we are adding some additional functionalities for the resource. Post connection, these and all we are giving. Clear or not? So definitely system cannot track this. This is one of the main drawback provisioners. For example, let me apply, I'll tell you. Okay, so key pair creating, VPC creating. Okay, so resources are creating now. See here, connecting to remote server. After connecting, remote execution is cleared. Provisioner local execution also done. Clear now? Here you can see any change. File 500 created because of local execution. Okay, and let's go to oh, no need to switch to ls. See, file 10, file 200. Why here only I have given Ubuntu home directory, right? Like here's type an user home directory. You can see the code. One is for file provisioner into home Ubuntu directory. So file 10 created because of file provisioner, remote execution, home Ubuntu inside file 200. So now you can see cat file 200. You can see the content hello from AWS DevOps. Clear till here? Okay. Any questions so far? So guys, what I can do now, here, I can add some remote execution content. Right or not? Some changes are there in your remote script. What we can do, here I'm adding a multi-cloud content. Okay. Hmm. Can anyone guess the plan now? Can anyone guess the plan? Zero change or one change? Online team. So please give response everyone. Zero change or one change. Hmm. Let's give Terraform plan. No changes. Why? Terraform does not track the post activities of the server creation. Infrastructure creation only the Terraform responsibility. It's a IAC tool. Infrastructure is a code tool. After infrastructure creation, I can do some application deployment. I can do some monitoring stuff. I can do something different, means Terraform is not responsible. Clear now? But now, very easy concept. And I have some custom configuration that I want to manage through Terraform. Then we can use null resource block. Null resource meaning is what? There is no resource. You can create your resource. It's a custom resource. Clear na? I want to execute this script. You can execute on null resource inside. So the Terraform is start to track on the resource block as a resource block. Understand? Any resource, which resource, any configuration. See here. What I'm doing here. What is the difference between before remote execution, now remote execution? Just observe and tell me. This is before remote execution. Okay, this is before remote execution. And after null resource also I'm doing remote execution provisioner. What is the difference between these two? Huh? What difference you observe here? First remote execution, let's understand. First remote execution is part of instance resource block. So Terraform is responsibility for only instance creation or not only here. Instance insert script is there or not. Terraform state file. Tell me Terraform state contains your remote provisioner information, your content information. Then how Terraform can manage this, right or not? For example, here, see, nothing is there. File creation stuff is not there inside the state file, right or not? File 100, file 200, file 500, nothing is there. Terraform is not responsibility for this, right or not? Terraform responsibility is what? Instance created or not. Instance inside I can do many things, means if you can do anything that is not responsible for the state file, not responsible for the Terraform. So modifications may not take place. Clear or not? Now tell me, okay, let's go to the main code. Let me comment this null resource block once. So content updated, right? So Terraform plan is giving 0 changes, right? Let's apply. My intention is what? Script should update, right or not? But what Terraform is saying now? 0 changes. Terraform unable to track your provisioners. The reason the provisioner block is there inside the instance block. So if it is inside the instance block, whether state file can monitor or track whether instance created or not only inside your not activity. Clear or not? No, Veera, I want to activity. I want to manage my activity as a resource block. Then create a null resource. What is meaning of null resource? No resource. Your custom resource. For example, AWS custom policies are there, na? IAM custom policy, inline policy. Why AWS is not giving before? AWS is giving only 1100 something list of policies only, right? They're giving for generic policies. S3 full access, S3 read access, RDS full access. But why AWS is not giving my S3 bucket only access? Tell me. For example, I created a Veera underscore Naresh IT DevOps bucket is there. Why AWS before not giving this only this bucket policy? They don't know my bucket right before, right or not? That's what they're giving here. There is a custom policy. You can add your bucket or others bucket, any action your wish, right or not? They can give generic permissions only. Now here is what I can run my script. I don't know which script, right or not? Or I can do some activity in the server. I don't know your activity. I can do some activity inside the server, inside this path. I don't know that activity. Then what I can do, I can give a null resource block to you. Wherever you can use, you can apply for that. It will track like a resource. Null resource means not specific process. EC2 resource is what? Create EC2 only, not RDS, right? RDS resource block is to create RDS only. But null resource block is to anything that your custom operations. What null resource will create means nothing will create. Nothing resource will create. But some activity will be performed. That will be tracked by your state file. Clear or not? Yeah. So I want to track my changes. Even script level. I want to track my changes in the script level. What I can do? If it is a part of EC2 resource block, Terraform is not responsible for this process. Let them, I mean, if you want to track that resource as a resource, what we can do? Create a null resource and give your activity inside the null resource. Your activity will start to track by your, yeah, your state file. Clear na? Connection block also you can remove. Let's remove provision also first. Clear na? Let's keep here. Why this error? Okay. The reason instance block started here and ended into here. Next, fresh resource block, right? Otherwise, resource block inside resource. This is the meaning. No, not possible. Clear na? Now tell me. Anyway, before that, let me destroy this first. Okay. Add one more. So null resource I'm going to comment. Okay. Okay. Let's destroy now first. Okay. Yeah. So it's still destroying. Meanwhile, you can ask any questions. So we use provisioner remote execution installer. Yeah, correct. Correct. Tell me. Hmm. Oh, it's commented, huh? This is completely different block. So leave it for the resource, null resource time being. I'm destroying only the resources first. Again, I'll explain. Yeah, done, right? So what I'm doing now, only I'm creating instance only. I'm not doing anything in the resource block inside. Only I'm creating instance only. To perform remote provisioner, I can write a null resource here. Now tell me remote provisioner, is it a resource? Remote provisioner resource, both are independent, right? See, if I keep my connection block, if I keep my file provisioner, if I keep my remote execution provisioner, system is not tracking. System is tracking as an instance resource block. that's what I want to make it as a trackable here. Created a one resource. Then resource is what? Null resource means no any infra will create with this resource block. Only your response only it will be tracking. Clear now? So here my response is what? First connect to the server. Again, error will come definitely. Clear na? See here, remote provisioner. Okay. Connect to the instance first. Next is what? Run the script into where? Same. So nothing difference here. But here I'm adding a one trigger. See, the trigger helps here. If some changes are there here, automatically Terraform can understand changes are there. Same like we have discussed into S3 Lambda creation time. E tag I told you to update, right? And also we have a here this process also. Here source code hash. This is let Terraform knows if any changes will come, understand process. Okay. Yeah, let's go to here again. Yeah, here is what? Terraform always track if any changes will come here. Timestamp means what? Definitely timestamp is unique, right? Now the changes, if any changes will come in the background, time will update. So if any timestamp changes will come, automatically Terraform can understand, okay, some changes already doing by someone like this. Okay. Anyway, first let's run Terraform plan. Now tell me how many changes. Before, for example, 8, now 9. Clear na? Why extra resource block added, right? The extra resource block is what? Null resource. Null resource means it will not get any resource. Just your activity will be trackable. So guys, December first week onwards, I'm free. Okay. So I'll take mock interviews. It's not optional, it's mandatory. I'll take everyone mock interview here, everyone. Every day 10 members. December, I don't have much work. So I'm here only. Every day 10 members. It's mandatory. You are not give, simply I will ignore that candidate. I'm not giving any response to that person. Okay, be ready. And first not me, sir. First my friend, sir. It's not like that. I'll take the list here. Your names and all already. Already informed to Naveen. So why I'm informing 1 month before, you can prepare like that. Your resume, whatever concepts discussed till December means definitely Docker also will complete. Kubernetes also will start. Whatever concepts we are discussing from there only, everyone should give. It's a mandatory. Okay. I'm not going to discuss. I'm not going to whatever interview happened between you and me. I'm not going to discuss to anyone. This is very clear. Keep it confidential. Your interview. If you are okay, I'll record. Otherwise, keep it confidential. I don't have any problem. If you're unable to answer even single question, also I'll not inform to anyone in the class. Okay. Yesterday I have taken this person interview. Is unable to say something. I'm not going to discuss anything. This is very clear. But it's a mandatory now. It's a mandatory. No, sir, I'm not going to give means just you can just send me a message. I'll take care of myself. Then I'm not going to disturb you. You can also same thing. You are not going to disturb me also. Clear, na? Yeah, tracking null resource also, right? You can see here null resource also. Clear or not? Before this is not there, right? That's what 8. Now 9. Now you can apply. Sir, you have destroyed the process, but file 500 not deleted in local. Why? The reason commented this line. Understand? Deleting time, the file provisioner commented. That's what not deleted. The reason stateful is not tracking, right? Understand? Stateful is not tracking to delete the resource. It's independent resource. Sorry, independent change. Now stateful will track or not your change. Only remote provisioner, local remote file also. Only remote provisioner. I have developed for remote provisioner only for the null resource. Can I write null resource for local provisioner? Yes, but make sure you have to do change this name. Right or not? Unique name you can give. This is common. You can change the local name. Resource local name. Otherwise, conflicts will come, right? Both resource blocks, same name. Conflicts will come. So connected now. So your key is working fine. 9 added, right? So no need to go and check the remote end. Let's go and find out now. Not like this. Let's wait. Null resource block, right? So what I did. So null resource. State file. No, file is 200, right? File is not tracking, only block only tracking. Understand here. File is not tracking. That is inside the server, right? Let's check. Yeah, see? Clear na here? So something is executing here. Run script only, right? So here. Now this will help to track resource level. Understand what I'm trying to say. This resource level, if any change will come. This resource level, if any change will come. Let me show you now. Go to main.here. Now I'm adding here multi-cloud. Clear na? Tell me now, system is able to track or not? Let's run Terraform plan. Understand here very clearly one thing. Null resource, Terraform stateful will track. Okay, this is a resource block only. Understand which resource block, which content stateful again, not responsible. See here. Null resource is replacing. Why? Changes are there. It's triggers means force replacement. So existing content is there na, that will replace with your new content. Understand? Yeah. But state file tracking only state file not take care about this content. Only resource level. If any change will come, this will completely destroy and create only. Update. Clear what I'm trying to say? It's not modify. Why? Terraform don't know this, right? File 200 is there. I need to go inside and update the content. Terraform state is not tracking your file. Terraform as tracking as a resource. Clear now what I'm trying to say? For example, instance is there. Instance, if you do change instance type, what result is? Terraform instance type, if you do change, what Terraform will do? Modify, not destroy, right? If you change AMI ID, this behavior depends on AWS. It's not Terraform activity. Terraform same command, apply only. But one time it is running as a modify, one time it is running as a destroy, one time it is running as a create. The changes into where? Cloud end. It's a cloud behavior, right? So Terraform will don't know if instance type is should to modify, if AMI should change to destroy. Terraform don't know that. AWS API will inform to Terraform. You can modify, you can destroy, like that. Same here also, Terraform don't know what content is there in this. Terraform tracking as a resource only. Now this resource default activity is what? If some changes are come, destroy and create only. That's it. Clear now? What about remaining all resource blocks? No change. Stateful is tracking, all resource blocks are correct. But this is replacement because of changes are there in the content. See, only null resource block only executing. Clear na? Added and destroyed, right? Now if you go login and server and check it inside, this content only there, right or not? This content only there. Now tell me if you're in Terraform plan. 0 change or 1 change? Can anyone guess? 0 change or 1 change? One to add, one to destroy. Why? C. Because trigger timestamp. Whenever you run Terraform apply, the time is different or not? Whenever next apply, time is different or not? If same time, if you can execute, this will not give destroy. But different time means I'm clearly mentioning right here. Run if any trigger are there. Otherwise, what will happen? See now. Clear na? I removed a trigger now. If you run Terraform plan, 0 change or 1 change? This is previous one. Understand? This is previous change. Already timestamp updated, right? That's what. Let me apply. Again, I can run Terraform plan. You can understand. Understand what I'm trying to say. Before already plan ran, right? So timestamp updated, right? Let me execute now. So in this case, every time script will update or not? Every Terraform runtime, your script will update. Now tell me 0 change or 1 change. Clear na? No change. If you run again, If you do some change here, what about now? 1 to add, 1 to destroy, or 0 change? Any other answers? No changes is the correct answer. Why? Triggers is commented right. So understand, remote state inside tracking is a just null resource, but not content, right? If content also update in the state file, definitely state can say modify or destroy or something different. This information is not tracking by state file. In that case, what we can do, additional features we can add like triggers. So as Terraform is not tracking this, if any changes will come, let's Terraform rerun this null resource. Understand? But if I'm not adding trigger, if I do any changes, Terraform ignoring, right? Why this change is not tracking by state file inside? In this case, every time null resource should rerun. In this case, what I can do? I can add every time means what? I can give a timestamp. Every time means whenever I run Terraform apply, the timestamp will be there. Na? The timestamp time, whether change is there or not, it will rerun every time. Understand? Why change is there or not? Stateful is not tracking your change. If stateful is tracking this change, this trigger is not required, right? Stateful tracking is what? Just only this is as a resource block only. But in instance time, if instance resource block, if any changes will come, cloud and APS will be trigger. Instance type changed. So Terraform can understand. But this created or not, who will inform? This is my resource, my configuration, my script, right? I can configure additionally and something different to understand a Terraform. That is what? Trigger. Clear na? Now trigger if enable, whether change is there or not, it will rerun or not? Yes, because this change no one can track. That's what simply I'm giving here, trigger block. So every time any change automatically run your Terraform replacement of your code. Clear na? Clear or not? See, one to change, one to destroy. Sorry, one to add, one to destroy. So any questions no? From anyone? Where we can use a null resource? Yes, rerunning null resource depends on the timestamp, not on the content. Why? Why? Because state file is not tracking inside the content. Clear na? Any questions? If stateful is tracking, no need any triggers. It will modify automatically. That's what the problem here. Stateful will not do. This is how stateful know you can create this block in future. So stateful all about your cloud resources, not your custom resources. So now good thing is here, it's not destroying the server. If you do any changes, script only updating. It's not destroying the server. Clear or not? Why? It's AWS behavior again, right? If you want to something modify inside the server, you can connect and modify anytime, right? No need to terminate the server. That's what a Terraform also following. Any questions from anyone? Null resource and provisioners? Not yet done. I'll explain different use cases. Just what is what to understand. Yeah, using timestamp help. Yeah, stateful only. Correct. Correct. Stateful only. ID will update. See, every time one ID will update. Different timestamp, different ID will update. ID will change automatically. Terraform will destroy and create a resource. Sorry. You can create. How you can yeah, private servers you can. Good question. So the question is, this is public so that I can connect directly, right? If it is a private, first connect to bash and to server. This is which provisioner, guys, again? Remote. Remote to remote. I'll show now this process. Clear till here, everyone? Okay. Let me explain a different process. This is my RDS. RDS inside, RDS should create and RDS inside I should run a script. For example, test.sql script is there for initial updates, initial records. In this case, this is my laptop. Please focus carefully. Okay, this is my laptop. This is my RDS. So I should create RDS first. Then in my laptop inside, I have cloned this repository. Inside test.sql is there. So test.sql, I want to run inside the server. Clear what I'm trying to say? So test.sql already there in my local repository. This is my laptop. Leave it for the provisioning block and all. Manual process we can discuss first. Your test.sql is there. You want to connect RDS. How to do it? Just understand, leave it for provisioning block and all. Just manual process. Your laptop inside repository, you have a clone, your GitHub repository, RDS already running. You have to run this script file into RDS inside. How to do it? Okay, let's say this is public RDS. Now, this is RDS, public RDS, publicly enabled. Tell me what I need to do now. Connect the server and MySQL, right? How to connect the server from here to here? What is the command? Very good. MySQL -h endpoint -u and user details and -p password. Clear or not? And less than or greater than test.sql. Clear na? Now, if you want to run this command, what you need to do before? Very good. Install MySQL into your laptop, right? Other laptop is not allowed to connect your RDS, right? And keep the test.sql into current directory inside from where you are executing. What you can do from there, you can run this command. You are able to connect or not? Now tell me, this is which type of provisioner? If you are used Terraform, tell me, this is which type of provisioner? Hey, are you going to move file here to here? Then who will run? I'm going to connect and run now, right? This is which type of provisioner? Local or remote? You are connecting from local or remote? Then why you are confusing? You are connecting from sources from where? Local. This is local provisioner. Clear or not? This is called local. See, command should execute local or see this command should execute local provisioner means this command should execute local mission or RDS mission. Local mission. That's what this is. Local exec. Clear the difference now? What is local execution now? Clear now? Okay. See, something has to execute from the local laptop. That is local execution. If you give this command into remote execution, definitely this will not work. Remote execution RDS is a manager service. How you can run inside the RDS this command? Is it possible? No. So definitely not possible. What about remote execution? Let's take the yeah. Remote execute means what here? This is private, for example. How to connect? Definitely create a one server, Bastion. Clear na? Okay. This is Bastion server. Okay. Understand here? Now tell me, here to here, your activity is what? Here to here, your activity is what? Are you going to run MySQL command here? Here to here activity is what? Very good. Connection. Can I say SSH? Now tell me your MySQL command executing into where? Bastion. Your MySQL command executing into Bastion. So this will connect to, tell me. Now this is remote execution or local execution? Your MySQL command executing into your local laptop or server? Understand the difference now? This is remote exec. Clear na? In this case, do I need to install MySQL on my laptop? Done. Clear na? In this case, do I need to copy test.sql into remote execution? See, if test.sql is in the local, then which provisioner? File provisioner to copy the file here to here. Remote provisioner to execute the RDS inside from server to RDS. Clear now? That's what the difference is here. File provisioner. If file is not there, file provisioner. Then it will execute into here. Whenever it will execute here, automatically then this will be connected to RDS only, right? So test.sql is executed here. Tables will be created here only. Clear the differences now? Now this script is one-time activity or any changes will come continuously? Definitely one-time activity. No changes will come into RDS tables, right? Columns, tables fixed. Changes will come records. That will take care of front and back end. So in this case, do I need to add any null resource here? No. If required, you can add trigger and all. Otherwise, what will happen every time tables delete and create? What will happen? Existing records will delete or not? So think it. But this is very last option, guys. Provisioners concept in Terraform is last option. If something is not manageable, then only you can go for provisioners. Understand? The reason it's not easily managed. Something delete and create only every time, right? Script also destroy and create only. It's a last option. If something want to install inside the server, which process is better? Very good. If something want to execute inside the server, you can use user data already. We have a user data, right? That's what the difference is here. Not yet done. Okay, this is not yet done. Okay, let's destroy. Yeah, let me create here different directory. So here, let's create a two directories again. CD day 10. This is your task, okay? This is very, very important time, guys. If you ignore it, so too difficult to learn Terraform. Now you are easily learning Terraform, right? Don't think Terraform is easy. It's difficult only. Because of your understanding, maybe you are good at AWS. That's what you can easily understand. Many people without AWS, first they learn Terraform, how difficult it is. So understand the things, not easy. So please try to conduct mock interviews internally. Okay, you offline team, for example, every day 40 members are coming. Divide as per your teams. Already we have divided, right? I don't know whether the groups are active or not. At least now, already you learn AWS, Git already done, Terraform mostly 80, 70% Terraform also done. Meanwhile, update your resumes, AWS and Terraform content, and try to give internally the interviews. You and your friend and all. So you can inform to them. Today you can prepare AWS complete RDS concepts. Today I'll prepare Terraform concepts. I will ask few questions to you. You can ask few questions to me. Like this, you can practice. Otherwise, you will be in the situation you know everything, but you are unable to call it in your interview. This situation will come. Please clear that issue now. Try to rectify that issue now. Understand? After complete, nothing will come after complete. Meanwhile, you can start your progress. You know, if I ask some simple question here for like, what is VPC endpoint? If I ask, sir, already we practiced it. Sir." What is that? Simple. See, you know everything you practice, but unable to explain. That's what I'm saying. Internally, you guys can take, we have a 1 month time. After that, I'll take mock interest. Meanwhile, prepare yourself. Otherwise, project, what you did, explain to your friend. Same thing he can explain to you or she can explain to you. Project explanation. These and all very important things, guys. Small things only, but you're unable to explain at the time. What are the challenges you face in your project? No one can say answer. So prepare something as a challenge in your project, something taking a more time to understand. Keep in your bucket list. This is challenge. Definitely, this question is common in an interview. So you have to take a very good point here. Challenge. If you really say challenge is a valid challenge, interviewer can understand what level you practiced here. Simple challenges, bucket creation, instance creation, delete creation, something if you can say, okay, your level of understanding, they can easily understand. Take a unique challenge that too many dependencies are there. Lambda challenges are there. Invalidation challenge is there. Logs processing challenge is there. Like this, you can take it as a very good challenge. One more time, project completed means not front and back end database. Have you configured monitoring system? Have you configured metric system? Have you configured alert system? These and all you need to be create. Or do you know how to do it right? That's what spend more time along with the project. Your project is not about output. If still always think about output, definitely the real-time project, whatever you are doing is completely different. The project, once you build end to end, you can understand. If something issue will come, how you can track. If something network issue will come, how you can track. If something your database reach CPU utilization more than 90%, how you can track. How do you know? If something issue will come, only you know, right? But before issue, how you can predict, right or not? Monitoring system. Many things are there. Project means not what I'm giving a code and deploy front and back and database. Take one project what you like from the list which I have shared to you. Implement end to end. Whatever we discussed so far. End to end. You have to create a dependencies. Give VPC endpoint, give peerings, give RDS proxy, give read replica master, give monitoring, give metrics, give alerting system. If you can do only, you will get a 100% clarity. You can able to clear any interview. Clear na? Everything is in your hand. You know how to configure monitoring, right? CloudWatch. You know how to configure Grafana Prometheus, right? You know how to configure alerting system, right? Then everything you know, then do it now. Come to lab every day. After complete, if you go to your home, I don't think so you will practice if you go to hostel. I'll take your Insta IDs. I'll check your Insta status every time, whether you are active or not. Yeah. Don't waste your time, please. Okay. Many students are thinking Insta reels are they are sharing to me. Yeah. What you are doing this time? If I ask this question, immediately they are going to offline. So please don't. I mean, yeah, 1 hour, half an hour, okay. It's a fun. It's not like a habit, right? 1 hour, I do follow some cases. It's all about just relief. It's not our regular habit. Okay. Yeah. Please, career is important. Why many times I'm saying, so you guys are not supposed to face many problems in your future. So you don't have Insta account, huh? Facebook. What about WhatsApp? What about smartphone? Enough. Anyway, not yet done. Please wait. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do, you can understand easily. Okay. This is already you know, right? This script already you know, right? I'm creating here. So local execution inside init.sql. Guess modules not yet done. Na? You don't assume anything from your end until I say. Okay. Paste. Okay. And then, okay. Yeah. Let's do same thing for remote provisioner also. Okay. Now you can come and explain here. So local execution is what here? Let's go to here. See here, local execution. Init.sql is there into local, your laptop inside only. Main TF. See guys, here using which provisioner? Local. Also I'm using here null resource block. See, triggers always timestamp. So after create MySQL RDS only, this null resource should create. That's what dependency block. Clear now? Now guys, tell me this command execute into your laptop or server inside? Your laptop. Your laptop means where you are executing this, there only. If you execute inside the server, server inside only. Local executing means what? Where you are running a Terraform apply, there only run this. If I'm running Terraform apply here, that will be execute here only MySQL command. If you run inside the server, server is a local provisioner here, where the Terraform is executing environment. Clear now? Sir, server inside my remote now. Don't think like that. Where you are executing is a local. Okay. Where it is reflecting is a remote. Okay. Now, definitely your end you will get error if you run this. Where? MySQL is missing in your laptop inside, right or not? So you should install MySQL first. Then only you are able to execute this script. RDS will create, RDS inside automatically tables will be created. 2 tables, 2 records, something. What about remote here? What about remote here? See, I'm creating a one server. This server is for what? Bastion connecting to target. Okay. And creating a null resource. So this is what connecting to server, Bastion server. And inside see, init.sql file is going to copy into there. And next is running into remote execution. Clear now? That's what we discussed right here. If file is there into local, first you can move into remote and run the command this into here, it will reflect here. Clear? Yeah. So not easy concept. Provisioners are difficult concept inside the about Terraform. So you can practice here. Let me push the code. But here you have to do some changes now, guys. Remote execution inside you have to do some change. Here only main.tf is only there. What do you need to do? Keep the test.sql here. Understand? Otherwise, let me do. Control A, Control C. Any name, whatever name you are using in the main.tf tested SQL, init.sql. So change the name here. Init.sql. Clear na? This is for local, this is for remote. First remote, which provisioner will work? File provisioner. Then remote provisioner. If it is a not, move the file init.sql here to there, copy. Here error will get. Test.sql is not exist. Clear na? Okay, let's try this. But definitely error will come. I'm calling secrets from where? Secret manager. Change it. Meanwhile, you can give the hard code username and password. Or if you create RDS through secret manager, you can call from there. Clear na? See, username is calling from where? Secret manager, secret version, RDS secrets. Or directly you can use hard coded value. Just for testing only, right? Yeah. Git status. Clear? Any questions? Online team, please. Any questions? So, okay, then. So try to do so through Terraform everything. Try to implement a monitoring system, try to implement log system, try to implement alerting system of your project now. If you need any guidance, let me know in the group. I want to start what I can do. First draw the architecture and send it to me. You will get a clarity automatically. Okay. So whoever using Pluralsight, we have a time, 8 hours, right? Project will deploy in 1 hour only, right? Through, yeah, Terraform. Next focus is monitoring. Next focus is logs. Next focus is alerting system, like that. So you can take anything, create again, your servers will create through ASG, right? So ASG level, how to manage this Grafana Prometheus. This script should install through user data or provisioners. Clear na? Then decide. Provisioners means again, you have to connect many servers. Right or not? But this is good for go with launch template user data. Node exporters won't install like this. Okay, that's cool. Thank you. Bye.